and welcome to the first episode of my first Let's Play on YouTube. Today we're going to be doing Fire Red Omega. So this is going to be a hardcore Nuzlocke, which means that if you're not familiar with the basic rules of a Nuzlocke, we can only catch the first Pokemon in each route, and if one of our Pokemon dies, well, gets knocked out, then it is dead. We cannot use it again. I'm just going to be putting all of my deaths in a box on their own, so we'll release them. We also have to nickname all of our Pokemon. If I forget to nickname a Pokemon, if I accidentally click through it, I'm just going to go into PK Hex and edit the nickname. We're going to be starting a new game here, obviously. But if you're not familiar with the hardcore Nuzlocke rules, the additional rules are that we cannot use any items in battle, so no potions, anything like that, X items. And we're going to be playing with level caps, right? So we cannot use Pokemon that are higher level than the next gym leader's highest level Pokemon. That's all the rules that I'm going to be playing with in this rule set. I will be playing with rare candies, infinite rare candies. So a lot of Nuzlockers, myself included, use just like hack in a bunch of rare candies at the start of the game to make level grinding much simpler and not have to worry about it. If you don't like that, so be it, don't watch, but I'm not going to spend a ton of time grinding all my Pokemon levels up every time too, because as a lot of popular Nuzlockers will explain, if you don't play with your candies, the most optimal way to level grind is just to go to a patch of grass where the Pokemon levels are really, really low, so that there's no fear ever of a Pokemon accidentally knocking out one of your Pokemon, and then it just takes forever. And honestly, that's just a waste of everyone's time. So I'll be playing with rare candies to keep my Pokemon relatively decent level to where I can feel confident going through the game. This is Fire Red Omega. This is a ROM hack by the hack creator Drayano, who has made basically all of his ROM hacks are considered like must-play Pokemon ROM hacks if you're in that community. So it changes the starters, which we'll see in a minute, and it just generally makes the game much, much more difficult than the original Fire Red. This is still one of the easier ROM hacks to Nuzlocke as far as popular opinion goes, but I have only really Nuzlocked the vanilla-based Pokemon games for the most part. I've done a few ROM hacks, but I would not consider myself a professional by any means or a super high-level Nuzlocker, so I'm going to be starting off my first Nuzlocke for this channel with one of the easier hacks, and we'll see how this journey goes, how long it takes us to get through this game, see how many attempts it takes us. Hopefully we can get it one and done, but yeah, without further ado, let's get right into it. New game. Yada yada yada. Hello there, glad to meet you. Welcome to the world of Pokemon. My name is Oak. People have actually referred to me as the Pokemon Professor. That they do. We are going to play as a girl, and we are going to go with Psyduck. That is typically what I go with for my video game names lately. This is my grandson. Let's name him my rival, the TCG. That's my arch nemesis, the Pokemon trading card game as a whole. Alright, our legend is about to unfold. It's unsafe, wild Pokemon. Alright. Let's get to it. Alright, I told you to come. Just wait here, Psyduck. There are 3 Pokemon here. Haha, the Pokemon are held inside these Pokeballs when I was young as a serious Pokemon trainer, but now in my old age, I have only these 3 left. You can have one. Go on, choose. Hey Gramps, no fair. What about me? Be patient, PTCG. You can have one too. Alright, so I already know what one I want to choose, but let's take a look. So, the starters in this game are Magby, which is okay, but I think the worst of the choices, because it's just like Brock, and Brock's not super hard. Misty is pretty difficult in this game, so I like the fact that Magby is pretty bad against both. just not really worth it. Smoochum is really good later on, but also not very good against Brock and Misty. But like Jinx is really strong in this game. There are a lot of like Pokemon that are buffed in this game, and Jinx is one of them. I'm pretty sure all 3 of the evolutions of these guys are buffed in the game. But we are going to be picking Elekid. And that is because Misty is really hard. And I think this is like the popular choice. This is typically what I go with when I play this game as well. Just to have a good built-in answer to Misty right off the bat. We gotta pick a nickname theme here. I'm just gonna go with Naruto characters because I've been rewatching Naruto with my fiance lately. So I got them on the brain, and we'll just, since he's my starter, we'll name Elekid Naruto. Wait, Psyduck, I'll take you on. Alright. So yeah, I mean, first rival battle should be very easy. We'll just spam quick attack. I mean, yeah, I wouldn't play with wiping there, honestly. Anyways, I don't think there's really a point in restarting at that point. I know a lot of people also do that if you somehow like wipe the first rival battle. But let's go ahead and just right away candy up a few levels so we don't have to worry about anything. We don't get Pokeballs yet, so these are do not count as our encounters for Route 1. But we can go up to the mart, get the parcel, go back to Oak and return it, and then we will get our Pokeballs and be able to catch our first Pokemon on Route 1. Well, our first non-starter Pokemon. Oh, but first, let's actually go ahead and get the potion from our PC. Also have extra. Oh, I got rid of it when I put the candies in the PC. That's fine. I was going to grab it to sell it anyways. Oh yeah, I also added a bunch of full restores and max elixirs, so I don't have to make a bunch of trips to the Pokemon Center. I know some people, well, I probably get comments being like, that makes the game easier if you hack in a bunch of rare candies and full restores. You should have to run back to the Pokemon Center every single time you want to heal. But I'm just going to, every time that a Pokemon takes damage, I'm just going to waste time running back to the Pokemon Center then. I'm not going to, like, play it risky just to not make a trip back to the Pokemon Center. So, just getting ahead of any comments. I know a lot of people who probably watch a lot of Nuzlocks are already familiar with the standard way that people do these, but for anyone that isn't, just want to let you know, this is very par for the course. Nidoran male. I don't know. I'm gonna name him Jirobo. I don't know why, but kind of reminds me of Jirobo. If you haven't seen Naruto, you can look up Jirobo. If you have, I mean, he uses some Earth style. Nidoking's ground type. Nidoking's a pretty good encounter there. There's a lot of different, like, this game I believe has all of the first 3 gen Pokemon in the game somewhere. Obviously we're not going to catch them all because we only catch one Pokemon per route, but it adds a lot of interesting Pokemon to the game that obviously aren't in it originally. Catch tutorial. Okay, this guy gives us the Old Rod, which we can get like Houndour and some like random, typical early game Pokemon in the grass here. But I'd rather use the Old Rod to try to get Barboach or Magikarp, because both are very good, obviously. Let's get some Pokeballs first, though, actually. Just to make sure that I don't get unlucky and unable to catch whatever I fish up here. So let's do this. Come on. There we go. Magikarp. Alright, so no need to damage it. I would just be risking critting it. So So we'll just throw some balls. And we'll name the Magikarp Kisame after one of the 7 ninja swordsmen of the mist. Okay, this is a dragon, not a shark, but there's a potion up here I can sell later. 2 more Pokeball. I'll just do it now. Let's go quickly. Sell the potion so I can buy. I obviously won't be. I won't be selling any of my rare candies or max weapon stuff to buy Pokeballs, because that Pokeballs is one thing that is like a resource that I think is takes some skill to manage. Healing and level ups do not. So that I don't really care about bypassing, but there is some Pokeball management you gotta do to actually get all of your encounters. Rattata is obviously, I mean, Raticate's good if like Guts Raticate can pack a punch, but still not really what I want to find here. What's the name? I don't know. We'll just call, I can't think of anyone else, so we're just gonna call him Conqueror. Because Conqueror, like Raticate, kind of good early on, but not so much later on. Doesn't really do anything in the end. Okay, route to here, we can go ahead and get gift encounter Trico. I'm gonna name him Shikamaru because he's kind of suave like that. Caterpie. Butterfree's okay, honestly, but probably not gonna like do much for very long. I don't know, maybe buffed in this game actually. We'll name him Choji. Choji's a butterfly boy. Go. Pidgeotto. Level 9 Pidgeotto. I believe this is the only, this is the only mandatory battle in Viridian Forest. Let's just, no reason to like risk it by playing with, going into this battle with under level Pokemon. So just get everybody up to like level 12. Here, I'll level them up and be right back. Alright, after some incredibly grueling training, everybody is leveled up. Choji has evolved into a Butterfree. And now we are ready to sweep this Paris. Alright, Caterpie, yada yada, up to Pewter City. And here, there is a patch of grass in Pewter as well, but we can actually get a gift Mudkip here, which you're going to take just to have an easier time into Brock. And obviously the Swampert is just like insane. Another water type, name him Zabuza. Alright, and then let's go ahead and get Zabuza out. Let's check, I'm going to check natures quick. Two here. Put Magikarp. Magikarp can sit out for the Brock fight since it doesn't do anything. Adamant. That's not good actually, because there's no physical special split in this game. So all lightning moves are special. So Adamant plus physical attack minus special attack, not great. Relaxed is fine. Decreases speed, I believe. That's not amazing. Rash, lonely, adamant as well. Okay, so Brock's highest level Pokemon is 14. So we're actually gonna, before we actually take on Brock, bring him up to 14. But we'll go ahead and just take on this trainer first. We don't actually have to take on this trainer, I think. Oh no, I think in this game we do have to take him on. I don't think we can avoid this. His Pokemon are a little bit stronger. I mean, he's got Aaron. Nose Pass can be a bit of a hurdle, but with Trico and Mudkip should be a wash. And then we're obviously going to lean pretty heavily on Trico and Mudkip and Brock too. Alright, so I will level him up to 14, and then we will take on Brock. Okay, so Brock has a pretty sick team in this game. So, I mean, he's still going to start with Geodude here. We're going to open Trico. And Absorb will should pretty easily handle the Geodude. Rhyhorn comes in. So he's got a full team of 6. He's got Rhyhorn and Onix, and then he's got Ammonite, Kabuto, and Vulpix. This Rhyhorn comes in on Trico because it has Flamethrower. So we're going to switch to Zabuza. Water Gun to take this out. This Kabuto comes in because it has Absorb. So we're going to switch back into Trico. Take the Absorb. And we're going to use our Absorb. Almost a kill. This Kabuto is plus special defense nature, so makes sense that it lived this. But we outspeed and kill easily here. And then I think we'll see Vulpix come in next, since it has Ember. Yeah. Now this Vulpix set's kind of cool too. It has Confuse Ray, Hypnosis, Ember, and Substitute. So it's trying to like take us out a little bit. We'll just switch back into Zabuza and hope that we don't get like hacked by Hypnosis and Confuse Ray. Ember's obviously not going to do a lot of damage to Zabuza, so we shouldn't have to worry, even though we are asleep here. Sleep. Okay, so we are confused and asleep now. Take the first Ember, we wake up and hit the Water Gun immediately, and the Substitute's gone. It's just going to Ember again, overusing Substitute, so as long as we don't hit ourselves. I don't know if this will kill, because this is probably, I believe all these Pokemon have EVs too, right? So this is probably max special defense. Another Hypnosis, we're confused. Okay, so we do land the Water Gun here. We'll see, yeah, it probably kills. Okay, not quite. Hypnosis misses again. It's very lucky for us. This is we like got Hypnosis, sleeped, and then like didn't wake up for 2 turns, and they set up a Substitute and used some Embers. We might actually be starting to risk dying to a crit there. But we take out the Vulpix. Let's see. Okay, Ammonite comes in next. We're just going to switch back into Shikamaru and Absorb. Let's see, Rock Tomb maybe for speed control. Yeah. So the AI. Gen 3 AI, I believe, whenever they're slower, they almost always go for speed control moves. And we did get the speed drop there. So I don't know if we're still going to be faster. We're 3 levels higher, but we have had our speed drop. It's also minus speed, the Ammonite. What Ammonite speed stats like in general? Just look up. Ammonite. .35 speed. And Trico has 70 speed. I think we're still gonna be faster. Yeah, so even after a speed drop, definitely still faster here. Absorb takes out the Ammonite. Alright, and so Onix probably comes in next. You can learn Bide instead of Growl, I guess. Neither, really. Probably will never use either. Now, Onix might be buffed in this game. No. Okay, we're speed. We have the same base speed, so this is probably going to outspeed us now. Onix has, like, terrible offensive stats, but I'm still probably dead to... Oh, it has Dragon Breath, which is just... I don't know, Dragon Breath might kill here. Let's just go... Just have Double Kick at level 14. Yeah. I mean, dig is super effective, but it can't... We'll know if they're gonna dig into Jirobo, so we don't have to worry too much about that. You get Swaggered, which is fine, because I think it is going to use Dig here. So if we outspeed... Okay, we don't outspeed. So at least we get a free switch here. We did hit ourselves with Confusion as well there anyways. So let's just go into Choji. And then we don't want to take a Rock Tomb with this, so let's go into Zabuza. HP is kind of low. Let's see. We'll see what... I don't like Rock Doom's not going to kill, so we'll just see what we take from Rock Doom here. Crit, and yeah, we cannot use this now. So what do we do here? I don't want to lose anybody, but I might just have to. Speed 26. Okay, I'm gonna calc and see if this Onyx is faster than... Okay, yeah, so I'm pretty sure Onyx is faster than Choji here. So I can't even get like a safe switch in that way. Because then if it was faster, then I can just like sack something. I think we're probably gonna try to sack something anyways here. I think if we gotta lose something, it should probably be Choji. Okay, easily tank the Dragon Breath, and then we can go with... I don't know, Confusion might do some decent damage here. Okay, so we're gonna try to Stun Spore this. If we die, I think it was inevitable anyways. I think we had to sack something. Yeah, okay. I could just bring in Shikamaru and hope it kills. How fast is Naruto? Okay, Naruto should definitely outspeed. And Dig takes 2 turns, so we'll at least know that Dig is happening. So let's bring in Naruto and just go for the Karate Chop. Oh, that did nothing. That did nothing. And now we're getting digged. Konkoro. This isn't good. Nothing can take a hit, right? I mean... Just Dig again. I think we just have to sack and go to Shikamaru and hope that Shikamaru can survive a hit and absorb. I should have just went to Shikamaru to begin with instead of Naruto, but... I mean, we die. I'm just hoping this is enough, because otherwise we're wiping. Oh, Swagger into Confusion. Hit ourselves. That's gotta be it. We'll try here. But this sucks. I feel like usually I really easy time here with just Mudkip and Trico. But it was not enough this time. The Onyx got the best of us. Yeah, all I can do is just Karate Chop spam. Yeah, I mean, they're both dying to Dig. We could probably... What are we more likely to kill? We're more likely to kill with Naruto because it's fast there. Maybe Karate Chop. Crit does something. Dig miss. Alright. A wipe. That is attempt 1 done on Brock. I don't think I've ever wiped on Brock in this game before, but boom. Back to starter selection. And let's just get right to it. Take Elekid. We'll go with, let's try chip flavors. Salt. Was there an ampersand? No, okay, I didn't think so. Alright, let's see. Okay, Rattata for, oh, no, these aren't our encounters. No Pokeballs yet. Okay, I'm gonna skip to, since we just played through all of this, I'm gonna skip through when we get our first encounter here. Alright, so Route 1 encounter. Hoot this time. Let's just throw some Pokeballs. Hoot's alright. I mean, for as far as early game mons go, it's an early game mon, right? I know Pokemon Challenges video, he said that Noctowl is really good for catching Pokemon, just as, I mean, which makes sense because it has Nightshade. I've never really, I haven't used Noctowl much in general, but could be useful for just like getting some catches with Nightshade and guaranteed damage on numerous crits later on. What's a good chip flavor? I kind of like the chip flavor naming scheme because I don't think any of them are really going to make that much sense, so I feel like I don't have to think too hard about it. We're just gonna name him Sour Cream. Alright, Hoot. Alright, let's see what we can fish up in Viridian this time. I'm hoping for Barboach. Nice, because Barboach is actually just like good early on. I mean, obviously Gyarados is great, but Barboach is good into Surge and into Brock. I think this the only ground hit this has is Mud Slap, so not too worried about it killing us. Nice. First ball, no issues. Barboach, we're gonna call All Dressed. Okay, All Dressed the Barboach. Fantastic encounter. Should be very useful. Alright, get our Route 22 encounter. Mankey. Okay, Mankey also very good against Brock. So, already got 2 encounters that are going to be pretty useful against Brock. So, this time, I'd be bringing mirrors if I wiped. Mankey can be Barbecue. Kind of got barbecue chip vibes, right? Obviously, we're going to go ahead and get Trico again. Like green. Dill Pickle. We have Dill Pickle. The Trico. Sure. Let's get our Viridian Forest encounter real quick. Caterpie again. Alright, and name Caterpie plain. Original. Actually, lightly salted even. Light. I don't think lightly salted is gonna fit. Light. Salt. And then we'll go ahead and skip over to the trainer battle at the end of the forest. Alright, here we are. And for what it's worth, I'm not always going to just like cut through right to where we wiped if I wipe again. But I don't think we'll wipe as frequently as that initial wipe to Brock might make it seem. So I didn't want to just play through all the same portions in the same video here. So we're just skipping through for this playthrough. But, you know, if we wipe to like the Elite Four, I'm not just going to skip through everything up until the Elite Four, except for the battles. I will just heal up. Let's go. Oh, get the mud kit. What are we gonna name the kit? I'm already running out of chip flavors. I don't need that much of a variety of different chip flavors. Let's do ranch. Kind of ranchy. Oh, let's also add him to the team. So yep, Barboats this time. So that's obviously, I think we'll do, instead of sour cream. I don't think sour cream's gonna carry much weight here. Butterfree isn't either, but I think Butterfree has a bit more potential than sour cream. What's Butterfree's name? Oh, light salt, right. I can't skip this, right? No, right. His range is made so that you are forced to battle him. Go into Dill Pickle, absorb, 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 absorb. Okay. Dead Nose Pass. Back at Brock. We are 100% not going to wipe this time. Let's level up to everyone to 14 and try this again. Okay, let's do this. We're going to start with Dill Pickle into Geodude. Absorb. We'll see. It didn't one-shot last time. I think it's a range. We got the kill this time. I mean, I'm sure it's probably close enough that IVs make a difference too, which I don't know what my IVs are here. But. Okay, so the Rhyhorn comes out. It's got Flamethrower. Should we switch into Barboach? Does it have higher... What has higher special defense? 17, 21. No, so we'll switch into Ranch. Does this have higher... Oh, went for... yeah, it goes for Rock Team for speed control. That's my bad. So... No, Mudkip has higher defense too. Let's just Water Gun. Flamethrower. Okay. For 3. I don't know why I didn't just Rock Tomb or something. Yeah, maybe it like actively does not go for speed control moves when it's fasting. Okay, so Kabuto comes in because it has Absorb. So we go back into Dill Pickle and Absorb. It survives. Take a little bit with Mud Shot. Absorb again, Super Potion, which is good. Just get rid of the Super Potion. Take a Water Gun. Absorb again. The Pickle levels up. Vulpix comes in. Let's go into All Dressed. Vulpix misses another Hypnosis. Water Gun. So it's going to take 3 Water Guns here. We do get Hypnosis, but once again, like with Mudkip earlier, we should not take much from Ember. Probably... Okay, just going for Ember, not even trying to set up a substitute. still fast asleep. Okay, Shirley. Wake up. Nice. I mean, took 20 damage already for waking up, so that's not great, but... Dodge Hypnosis? No. Whatever. Water Gun. Take an Ember. Does 5. So, once we're at... We can only take one more Ember here. So, I kind of need to wake up here. Otherwise, I have to risk a crit, which obviously I would rather not. Yeah, I'm not gonna risk a crit. Well... I think like Barbecue isn't doing much into Onyx, so I kind of want to do Barbecue. Just so I don't want more damage on Ranch. I think that's the correct play. So you go into Barbecue, take an Ember, and then just Karate Chop. Confused. Please. Ugh. Okay, Ember. I think we did more damage to ourselves than Ember did, but we still do die, I think, here if we hit ourselves and get Embered. So let's just go into Salt and Vinegar and Quick Attack. Because I should have done that anyways, but I just hoping I didn't. The confusion didn't stick there. Okay. Look at this Omnite moveset. It does have Mud Slap, but I don't think that's gonna kill. So let's just Thunder Shock. Okay, Thunder Shock kills anyways. We got a crit. I don't know if the crit was necessary. Kinda don't think it was, but I'm not gonna complain. Okay, so this is gonna dig, right? So let's just go into Dill Pickle. And then I'm kind of hoping that, yeah, okay, we're slower, so we take the dig. Okay, that's a crit, so we're in pretty good shape here. We absorb, this should do a ton of damage, heal us up, and this is his last Pokemon. Oh, and a crit. Easy. Alright, that was way easier. We did it! Alright. First badge is done. Rock was much, much easier that time. Yeah, so that is going to be it for today. No deaths, but we did have a full attempt death already. So, yeah, that's where we're going to end off. For now, I got to go coach. But thank you so much for watching. I hope that you enjoyed. Since this is my first video of, not TCG content, please, if you have any suggestions, if you, constructive criticism on anything I can improve about this to make it more entertaining, this is kind of what I would like to do a lot more of. So yeah, I hope you liked it. If you want to check out any of my other content or my socials, my link tree is in the description below. Otherwise, thank you so much and have a great day.